My guest is Jacques Neriah, retired colonel, Middle East analyst, former policy advisor to Prime Minister Rabin, and deputy head for assessment of Israeli military intelligence. Jacques, welcome.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
We're hearing a lot of conflicting reports today about the status of ISIS. Some say it's in disarray, on the run. Others say, yes, they've lost territory, but they're as strong as they ever were. What's your assessment?
A huge coalition of forces, Air Force and other countries are participating in trying to quell the Islamic State. And you see that finally they not reach the final goal because they don't have boots on the ground. So with 30,000 fighters, it seems that the Islamic State is still there to accompany us for the next couple of years at least. In Saudi Arabia, it's almost impossible to stabilize the kingdom. Every 2 weeks you have suicide bombers, and what is the most aggravating fact in what's happening in Saudi Arabia is that most of the suicide bombers come from origin from Pakistan, from Afghanistan, from Uzbekistan, and this is very difficult and very problematic because in this area of the world you have more than between 4 to 8 million Asians working in the Gulf states and Saudi Arabia, meaning that the Islamic State can infiltrate these populations and try to recruit them against the local government. We are confronting a situation where the Arab states have understood that they have to react. Now, what is the reaction? The reaction is, in most of the Arab states, in harsher measures against most of the population. The repressive regimes have taken, I would say, have replaced the so-called liberal Arab moderate regimes. And if you look at what's happening today, for instance, in Egypt or in Saudi Arabia, compared to what they were 3 or 4 years before, there's a huge change in the way that the state, the regime, looks at its own citizens.
Doesn't this play into the hands of ISIS?
Exactly so. When you push the population and try to, let's say, to stop them criticizing the regime by saying that first you cannot spread rumors. If you spread rumors, you will spend 10 years in jail. You cannot have any meetings beyond 10 people in the street. So if there are pupils having a meeting in the street or trying to say that they didn't get the marks that they should have in school, they're put in jail. There are thousands and thousands of militants anti-regime that are today waiting for trial, and they could wait for 5 and 10 years in jail. So this is what's happening, and this is the fertile terrain where ISIS works. This is where ISIS can recruit very easily and try to bring those people to work against the regime.